Alright, ladies and gents, time for another theory lesson. I think theory lesson 9. Pretty soon I'm going to go back to the piano lessons, but since I got up to 39 of those, I realized I haven't been putting out nearly as many theory lessons as piano lessons, which is okay. So I'll concentrate on probably this theory lesson, and then there's one more, I think, and then I'm going back to piano lessons for a while. I might make a lesson talking about the foot pedals and things like that pretty soon, but I am pretty busy, so things are on the way. So let's take a look here. We've got a number of chords here. Last time we did what's called white key chords, which were the major chords starting on, actually major and minor chords starting on the white key. So any of those. So those were our white key chords. So we talked mostly about triads, which were those 3-note chords. You can have a triad in root position. You can invert it by taking the note lowest in pitch and making it the one highest in pitch. And you can do it again to get second inversion. There is no third inversion, if you remember, because when you do third inversion on a triad, you wind up back in root position, just an octave higher than where you were. So let's take a look at these. These are black key chords. So these are ones starting on a black key. Like so. So we'll go over these. These aren't too mind-blowing, but it's very good to go over these and then try to memorize what notes these are made out of. So first we've got the D flat major chord. You've got D flat, F, A flat. You can play it in the right hand, left hand, or both. Just memorize that that's the D flat major chord. D flat, F, and A is how that chord, the notes that make up that chord. You can also put it in inversion with F first, A flat, D flat. Invert it again with A flat, D flat, F up here, and then back to root position. So you can practice doing the inversions, of course. Eventually you get pretty fast at it. So the next one, E flat major, you got E flat, G, B flat. Same thing with the left hand. You can play them either hands separate or hands together. Like I said, chords and songs mostly appear in the left hand. They can obviously appear in the right hand, especially as you get more advanced. So just know that this chord is made up of E flat, G, and B flat. You can also invert that. Of course, when you first do it, you might have to say, okay, E flat's here on the bottom. I'm going to take that up, and I'm going to move it up an octave. Okay, that's first inversion. Here's the G. Alright, take it up, move it up an octave. Alright, there's second inversion. And then you get back to root position. So it might take you a little more time, than it does with me, because I've practiced these chords for years now. So going on to the next one, G flat major. Careful this one, because it's G flat, and then... Oh wait, hold on a second. Oh, I forgot about D flat minor. So we talked about E flat major, but D flat minor is D flat, F flat, A flat. Same thing with the left hand. So to make a major chord into a minor chord, you take that, if it's in root position, you take the middle note, and the third is called, and you lower it a half step. And that brings you into minor. The same thing with E flat major. To make it E flat minor, you take that middle note, and you move it down a half step. And you can do that obviously with the left hand, and you can do inversions of those as well. Alright, let's take a look at what else got. Now we've got G flat major with G flat, B flat, D flat. So all black notes on this one. You can play that either right hand, left hand, or both. Again, you can also invert it by taking the bottom note, moving it up top. Like so. Pretty easy. This is going to be a shorter lesson because it just doesn't take a lot of time to go over these. This will be a lot of work on yourself to try to become familiar with these and practice them. And try to memorize what they're made of. So G flat, let me take a look here. Yeah, so G flat minor on the second line here. Second measure, second line. Careful of this one because this has G flat and then what's called B double flat and then D flat. So when you're talking in terms of chords, so say you have a G major chord and they want to make that G minor. Well, they wouldn't call it G or G flat A D flat. Mainly because the original chord was made up of the notes G, B, and D, or G flat, B flat, D flat. So they call it G double, or not G double flat, B double flat in the middle there, rather than A. So that's what that double. It looks like a double flat. The double sharp looks a little different. It looks like an X, but this one literally looks like two flats put together. So that's what that means, is that you're going to flat the note twice. So this is what it would be originally with the B flat, and then B double flat, which happens to be the same as A. Same thing with the left hand, same notes, and you can invert those, of course, as well. Moving on to A flat major, you got A flat, C, E flat. This one's not too bad. You can, of course, invert that. Might take you a little more time than me, but that's okay. So just remember A flat, C, E flat. Let's see what we got next. You got A flat minor, so you got A flat, C flat, which happens to be B, and then E flat. So there you go. Same thing with the left hand. There you go. I wasn't quite as familiar with how to invert that one, but I figured it out. Alright, and then you've got B flat major, B flat, D, F. Same thing with the left hand. Careful that this one's a little strange. Unlike the other ones where it was black note, white note, black note, or black note, black note, black note, this one is black note, white note, white note. B flat, D, F. Same thing with the left hand. And of course you can invert that as well. So those are our black key chords. So just to kind of go over it again, white key chords begin on a white key. Black key chords, as we call them, begin on a black key. Just go through each of these chords this lesson, lesson 9, and theory lesson 8, and try to memorize as many of the chords as you can. So when you see in music that a chord appears in the left hand, or a lot of times they'll write the chord name above, especially if you read any kind of popular music or jazz, and then right away, so say if it says C major up top above where you're playing, you're like, okay, I know exactly what that is. Or A flat minor, oh, I know exactly what that is. Or G flat minor, or G flat major, or A major, or G major, or G minor, or F sharp minor, or or B flat major, second inversion, or A flat major, first inversion. So you just kind of know them right off the hand. That'll take you a while, for sure. And then I think I'll come up with some sort of internet practice to help you out. If you look at 2 theory lessons ago, I think or maybe the last theory lesson, I did some kind of practice at the end with chords. So do that exercise again. If not, I'll probably make another video going over that with you. But anyway, those are our black key chords. Kind of a shorter lesson today, but I am working on some more piano lessons coming up. Those are usually a little bit longer with the examples and stuff. And then some theory stuff. Probably going to take a little break from theory for a while because I've done like 3 or 4 in a row and working on all these classes and things. But anyway, more exciting stuff on the way, whether it's coming sooner or later. I know some people make requests, and I will get to your request eventually. I might not get to it right away. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Continue to watch these lessons if you want. Hopefully you're getting something out of them. If you're looking for something a step above what you get from the YouTube channel, you can visit my website, www.lessonsontheweb.com, where you can sign up for online music classes, with a whole class learning. Take a 5-week program going over a subject and learning it over 5 weeks. Of course, you get the download. Like whether you purchase the downloadable version of class or the regular version of class, you will get to keep the class content. So even if say you're busy during that 5 weeks, or you just can't cram it all in 5 weeks, you can actually take it over as many weeks as you really want. I mean, the class meetings still take place over 5 weeks, but the material you can review much further into the future, or as far as you want. Also, I offer private piano lessons or private music lessons in general. So if you just want to try one lesson, kind of bounce some ideas off me, or if you want to take regular weekly lessons, that'd be awesome too. So you can sign up there from my website as well. So thanks for watching as always. Yeah, and I'll see you for the next lesson. Thank you very much.